welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you what is in my freelance kit. This video is hands down one of my most requested videos of all time, so I thought I would film everything that I would pack in my kit if I was to go out to a client. I do have most of my clients come to me, but for weddings I tend to go to where the clients are. So without further ado, I'll just get straight into it. So this is my case. I got this from eBay and it was like $180. I'll leave the link below where I got it from, but I probably wouldn't recommend this if you're constantly traveling, like on planes and stuff, because this case weighs a ton on its own. Like it weighs probably at least 10 kilos. Like it is so heavy, let alone when you put your makeup in it, it's 10 times heavier. So basically I only use this for when I'm just traveling within my area, to weddings and stuff like that, because it's not too bad for the price. I didn't really want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a case because most of my clients come to me anyways, and eventually I'm going to be setting up in a salon, so I won't need this as much. But you guys requested this video, so I'm going to show you what is in my kit. Okay, so this is what the kit looks like open. So here I have my most used brushes that I reach for the most. I'll go through them later on. So the first thing I can see is my baby wipes. These are seriously so essential as a makeup artist because you tend to get shit everywhere. So these are seriously a lifesaver. And then I just carry around a plastic bag for all of my rubbish. And then I just carry around like a dirty cloth, and this is what I use to spot clean my brushes. So I literally put some brush cleaner on, which I'll show you later, and just use this cloth to spot clean them. Next up is the Garnier micellar water, and for obvious reasons I just use it to remove makeup if I've made a mistake, or if the client has makeup on before I start, I just use this to deep clean her skin and just make sure all the makeup is off before I put new makeup on. Then I have all of my foundations and my palettes. So this case came with these clear things, which I think is really handy because they're amazing for storing foundations. So the first lot of foundations I carry with me are the Estee Lauder Double Wear, my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and then just some really dark NARS foundations, obviously for clients with darker skin, or sometimes I like to use it to mix to make a foundation a little bit darker. I do tell my clients that this Estee Lauder does have flashback, but some people just like the fuller coverage and don't mind about flashback, so it's completely up to them. So yeah, I do let them know that there is flashback, and yeah, some people absolutely love this, some people absolutely hate it, so I just carry it in my kit anyways. So the next lot of foundations I have are my MAC Studio Fix. They are seriously suited to every single skin type. I've pretty much used these non-stop for the past 2 months, and they just look flawless on every single one of my clients. So I have the colors NC15, NW10, NC35, NC45, NW45, NW55, and this is just a spare NC35 that's almost out. But yeah, I really do recommend these foundations for your kit if you're thinking about buying MAC, because they are seriously amazing. Lastly, out of this section I have my palettes. So I like to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I take this Shadow Couture one, which looks like that. I'm obsessed with Pink Champagne and Morocco, they're seriously life. And then I have my Artist palette, which looks like this. I carry around this palette mainly because of the pops of color. Sometimes people ask for pops of color on their lower lash line. People even just like colorful eyeshadow. So that's why I take these palettes along, because they are full of warm tones and also pops of color. So next up is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. It just looks like that. I absolutely love these two shades for setting concealer, and I actually like this shade for setting my eyelids after I prime them. But yeah, I do carry that along as well. And then I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow Palette. It literally has every single color you could need in your kit for brows. So the next palette I have is the Lime Crime Venus palette, which has broken, unfortunately, but I'm seriously obsessed with Aura. I use this on the inner corners of my client's eyes, and if I'm not using this, I'm using Shimmer Shimmer. I really love Icon as well for a really warm, rich brown color. So yeah, I love this palette and I always bring it along with me. So the next palette I have is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and it seriously just speaks for itself. It's the most amazing palette I've ever used. It's my favorite palette in my whole entire collection of eyeshadow palettes. I don't even know what else to say about this. It's just amazing. The quality is amazing. It blends amazing. It's just amazing. You need it in your life. And finally, I have my Makeup Geek and Anastasia Beverly Hills single eyeshadows. I love Shimmer Shimmer, Peach Smoothie, Creme Brulee, Cocoa Bear, Sienna by ABH, and Corrupt. And then I have another palette as well with their foiled eyeshadows by Makeup Geek. So these are just all their foiled eyeshadows. These are so pigmented, and I love to use these in the inner corners. And then these are just their blushes. I don't use their blushes that often, but I love this blush. It's in the color Bliss, and it's just a corally color. I actually use that quite a lot. I don't use any of those ones, but I love these foiled eyeshadows. So then these two zip down, and it has 8 drawers, which are seriously so amazing and handy. So in the first drawer, it's pretty boring. To have some makeup remover pads, and then I have all these bottles which I got from eBay. This one's just got water in it, and I just use this for my beauty blender just to dampen it up if there isn't like a sink nearby or anything like that. And then I have some brush cleaner. So inside of this one is the Cinema Secrets one, which is my all-time fave, even though I haven't tried the MAC one, but I probably will when this one runs out because it was quite pricey. And I have some Isocol, which I use to sterilize my brushes and the metal plate that I have, which I put the foundation on. It's just alcohol pretty much, and I got it from Woolworths. And then I have some Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. I just put it in this little bottle to save space. And then I have the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Spray for oilier skin. And I just have some of my business cards. And then I have some MAC Fix Plus and some spoolies and some earbuds. And then lastly, I have some bobby pins. Now, I've seriously been a lifesaver to so many brides that just need some extra bobby pins when their hairdresser leaves or something, and there's just that one bit of hair that needs to be put back. I always carry around bobby pins for that reason. So yeah, it's a pretty boring drawer. Okay, so my second drawer, I have all of my primers and liquid illuminators. So I have the Hourglass Veil Primer, which is one of my favorite primers to use on clients with oily skin. My Stila One Step Correct, which is amazing for clients with dry skin. And then also the Lumi Magique Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone, and that's a liquid. My BB Plus Illumination Cream, my Strobe Cream, and my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. So yeah, that's in that drawer. So in this drawer I have my concealers and my beauty blenders. Of course I have my Maybelline Fit Me. I have them in the shades 20 Sable Sand, and the other two are in the light. And then I have my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. One's in NC 25 and one's in NC 15. And then I have the Naked Skin in Fair, and then the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. And then I just have my Real Techniques Miracle Sponges. I have actually ordered some beauty blenders to use on my clients because I only have one for the moment, but these ones work really well as well. And I just have the Beauty Blender cleanser, which I use to wash in between clients. In the next drawer I have all of my face powders, bronzers, blushes and highlighters. I have the Australis Fresh and Flawless in 3 colours. I have the Face of Australia Translucent Powder, which is what I use to bake. The Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Coralista Blush by Benefit. The Becca Highlighters in Champagne Pop and Opal. The Balm Mary Luminizer. The So Susan Cashmere Blush, the sponge that I use to bake with, the Dallas Bronzer, and my favourite Hoola Bronzer. So yeah, that's what's in that drawer. So in this next drawer, I literally just pack every single one of my lipsticks because you just never know what they want. So these are just all my Gerard Cosmetics lipsticks and some of my MAC ones. And then in the next drawer, I have the rest of my MAC lipsticks, and then I just have all of my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks, my lime crime ones, Jeffree Star ones, and the new Gerard Cosmetic ones. And then I just have my lashes in another drawer. I have red cherry lashes and Cara lashes, which I got from shopmissa.com, and they were only like $1.70 each, which is amazing. The glue that I use are the House of Lashes lash glue. And then I just have some scissors and some Anastasia Beverly Hills tweezers, which are my favorite tweezers in the whole world. And yeah, I just have heaps of different style lashes for the client to choose from. The next drawer is just full of lip liners, lip glosses, and pigments. So I just have heaps of different coloured lip liners and eyeliners. So I have the nude liner, I have heaps of the L'Oreal Paris ones that they sent to me, some MAC ones, Whirl, Stone, and Ruby Woo, some Australis ones, and then I just have some Gerard Cosmetic lip glosses, some MAC lip glosses, and some Chi Chi lip glosses in there. And then I have some pigments. This one's from illuminators, a gold lime crime pigment, the MAC vanilla pigment, which is really popular, the contouring brush that came in Hoola, a sharpener, and the Anastasia brow gel. So yeah, that's a pretty boring drawer. So I have this Zoeva buffer brush, which is amazing for buffing in the foundation first, and then I go over it with a damp beauty blender to make it look even more flawless. And then I have the Sigma small contour brush, which I use to contour the cheekbones. And then I have the Sigma and Zoeva angled liner brushes. I use these for brows and also eyeliner as well. And then I have this Jessup concealer brush, which is amazing. I just use this for concealer underneath the eyes. And then I have the Zoeva face paint brush just to define the contour a little bit more. And then my all-time favorite under eye setting brush, which is the e.l.f. blush brush. I have the MAC 217, Zoeva 228, Makeup Addiction Cosmetics soft crease brush, the Jessup tapered blending brush, the Zoeva 227 Luxe Definer brush, Sigma E39, the Talia Jade flat shader brush, and also by Talia Jade it's just a smaller tapered brush, and then just a lip brush. And then I have the Sigma tapered highlighter brush, Zoeva tapered face brush, and the Jessup large powder brush. So these are the brushes that I reach for the most. So I do also bring extra powder brushes. It just depends on how many clients I have. If I have 4 clients, I'll bring 4 of these brushes. So I have 1 per client because for hygiene reasons, I guess, I wouldn't want someone else's brush germs and face germs on my face next. So I always like to use fresh powder brushes. And same goes for kabuki brushes. I like to use 1 per client because these are pretty hard to wash in between. I have the Zoeva Silk Finish, which I love, the Sigma F80, the Sigma 3D HD, and also the Zoeva flat top kabuki brush as well. So yeah, I use 1 of those per client. And then I just bring along some more contouring and blush brushes. These ones are from Zoeva and Sigma, and these 2 are Jessup and Talia Jade as well. And then I just bring a whole lot more of some blending and flat shader brushes. The brands that I use are mainly Zoeva, Sigma, Jessup, and Makeup Addictions Cosmetics. But yeah. And lastly, what I forgot to mention is this metal mixing palette, and I just use this to mix my liquid illuminators and foundations together instead of using it on the back of your hand, because obviously it's more hygienic putting it on this metal plate. So yeah, I got this one from eBay and I think it was like $10. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope I did answer some of your questions during the video, but for the questions that I didn't answer, I will actually make a post in the description box down below with your questions, and I'll answer them more in depth because I don't want this video being like over 20 minutes again. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!